So parents often ask me about hip dysplasia and hip pain in children and in young adults. Often children present typically fairly young. They start to get some pain in their groin, typically related to activity. And that's often due to the mechanics around the hip joints not being quite right. One of the main problems is often that the way that the hip joint is covered is not properly covered by the socket, and therefore the forces across that hip joint are increased, and that causes pain. In the long term, we know that if it's left untreated, it can lead to early hip arthritis and people needing hip replacements. Indeed, if you or anyone in your family knows someone who had a hip replacement under the age of 50, it's probably because they had hip dysplasia which was missed. When children present to me with mechanical hip pain, the first thing is we get some x-rays. Obviously we examine the child just to make sure everything is okay from an examination point of view. And then often they need some more tests. That might be an MRI, or might be a small procedure called an arthrogram, where we inject some color into the hip so I can see the hip and simulate the movements that your child does on a day-to-day basis. In the longer term, sometimes children need surgery for this, and that often involves fairly complex reconstructive surgery. But because of the well-recognized procedures for both the hip bone and the socket, this is an eminently treatable problem with good results in the long term. So often the surgery is conventional open surgery, and it involves reshaping the hip joint. So often that means reshaping the top end of the thigh bone, which is the ball part of the ball and sockets, and also improving the coverage of the acetabulum, which is the socket part of your ball and socket joint, that is your hips. That means cutting the bone, something we call an osteotomy, and realigning it, and often putting some sort of metal in to hold the bone in the new position whilst it heals. The good thing is often children don't need to go in any casts or any splints after this, but they are on crutches for a while, and there's a period of rehabilitation with physiotherapy. And sometimes children need this done on both sides, which means you might do one side and then have to go through the same thing again a few months later. But typically children do very well. It's done under general anesthetic typically. You're probably in hospital for a few days, off school for maybe a couple of weeks. But generally, the children do really well.